Whalen is a lieutenant commander in the U.S. Navy. His good friend, though, thinks he's a dope. And that is because he wants to give up his naval career to become an impressionist. Now, he wouldn't mind so much if he thought his friend had talent, but he doesn't. Please welcome Patrick Flaherty, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick. Come on up here. Talk to me. You're obviously not too impressed with your friend's impressions.
Not at all. I've known Mitch for 2 years, and I've just seen him throw thousands of dollars away and waste a lot of time and a lot of money.
This is obviously his variety of comedic cards.
Some of the skit things he's done.
Right.
But, he spent a lot of... Oh, this is the bowling one. That was a classic.
But he's in the Blue Angels.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. He's done a lot of great things. I mean, Rich is a brilliant guy, and this is his Achilles heel, his acting thing.
He's been in the Navy how many years?
He's been in the Navy 16 years. He graduated from Annapolis. He's a lieutenant commander in the Navy. He has he's got at least 4 degrees. He has an engineering degree. He'd go in the private sector when he retires and make $200,000 easily as an engineer. He's got a master's in business. He could form his own company. He's a whiz with computers. One of the things he does on the side, he has friends that own their own companies. He sets up their websites. So he's got he's got tons of opportunities that a lot of people don't have. And he's willing to throw all that away in order to go into these dark clubs and, tell weak jokes and do lame impressions. And I just think that's a waste of talent.
Officer, could you come out here and address this complaint, please? Richard Whalen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, rest. Your friend Patrick thinks you stink.
Well, it's because he doesn't think. He doesn't have the vision. See, you've got to have a vision and know exactly where you're going and then execute.
What does your family think of this?
They're supportive, but they don't understand it. They'll understand it probably in about 5 or 6 years.
Your 11-year-old daughter? What does she think? Does she think Daddy's nuts?
Her quote is, well, Dad, you're trying to be a movie star, and Leonardo DiCaprio has all his hair, and you don't. So,
well, what about the argument that you can make a lot of money when you retire from the Navy in a few years, and you shouldn't be wasting your time in nightclubs?
It's not a question of means, it's a question of meaning. And for me, this has a lot of meaning.
How noble. How noble. Rich, you try and convince him. Try and show him what is in your heart. Tell him.
Patrick, okay? There is no greater joy than to make other people laugh. It is the one thing that brings us all together. I don't care what race you are, what religion, everyone laughs.
Rich, let me answer that. Rich and I are really close friends, okay? One thing I say is this, and I've told you this many times before. I say, Rich, I hope to God someday you say something that makes people laugh, and I hope that I'm there when you say it. Well, let's hear it. It'll be a big day for me. Rich, why don't you go backstage? We'll have you come out in a moment. And in the meantime, how badly do you feel about this? Maybe you think you're funnier, and secretly you're jealous it's not you up there.
He always says that. I know I'm funnier than him, but I know that I can make more money, doing what I call a real job.
Well, maybe it's time for the world to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Naval Officer Rich Whalen.
My name is Jay Leno, and I came down here because I heard that Rich Whalen is one of the funniest guys that I've ever met. And regardless of what Patrick has to say, I brought a lot of people with me that agree with me. Don't you agree there, Jack?
Let me say this. If you would like to know what it's like to have a code red, Patrick, I can arrange that. But if you don't laugh, it's because you can't handle the joke. I don't think I'm being too hard on the man. Do you agree there, Marlon?
I have to say that he has shown the utmost in disrespect for Rich Whalen. And I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. You either laugh or you die. I think Arnold will be backing up on me.
I can't believe you're letting him get off the hook this way. I can't believe it. Look at him. He should do some push-ups. He's a little girly man. Is that a stomach or is that a tumor? I can't believe it. I can't
What do you think here, Al Bundy? Do you think he's macho? Oh, thank you very much, sir. I'd just like to say right now that, I like to tell Patrick, and I tell Peg every night. Patrick, it's not the clothes that make you look fat, it's the fat that makes you look fat. So I'd like to make this an Al Bundy weekend. What I really want to do is hear some more jokes from Jay.
Well, thank you very much there, Al. I really appreciate that. Did you hear about the Democrats? Oh, this is incredible. They've come up with a new health care program where they've come up with a new human body with less body parts. I guess they modeled it after the Republicans because it's heartless, gutless, spineless, and its head and its butt are interchangeable. But seriously, I really think you have to say that Rich Whalen's a very funny guy, and I think Patrick's way off base. Good night, everybody.
Well, now's the time to lock in your votes. We'll find out whether, in fact, the audience think you should hit the high seas in your big show business career or whether you're going to go into a submarine dive. We'll find out when the audience votes right after this.
With Rich's Moment of Truth.
Welcome. Well, Patrick, we're going to find out whether the audience agreed with you and thinks your friend should go back to being nothing more than a naval officer, or whether they think Richard has a chance in the big, brutal world of show business as opposed to the armed forces. Well, if we look at the figures that have been tabulated, it says that 32% of this audience think that Patrick is right, which means 68 agree with you. Richard, there's $10,000 and a good ticket in the showbiz world. What do you think? Gonna give up harassing him now?
I'll cut it down to 50%.
Maybe you can pay off your bar tab or what you spent to go see him. Ladies and gentlemen, please make them welcome and thank them very much. Thank you.